Hello students, this is day 19 of STP Mathematics 3A lesson series. By now, we have completed the whole content related to chapter 1. Today we are planning to start chapter 2, right? I will show you equations, inequalities and formulae, right? So we have done everything related to chapter 1 and we will start from chapter 2, right? So then we will move to the page here. Right. So then here we want to just revise the things we have done in grade 6. If you can remember, the directed numbers we have done in grade 6. On the number line that we do have the 0 in the middle, and to this side you have the positive numbers, to this side you have the negative numbers, and when you go along the number line from left to right, right, from left to right like this, the value is increasing. Always keep that in your mind, that what you can do, children, first of all, you take your theory books and put the date. Write down the main topic in pink color, that is unit 2, equations, inequalities and formulae. So then you can write down that using the directed numbers, the subtopic. Under that, you can draw the number line, right? So then the number line you draw like this, okay? And here it is 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, right? So then here this side that we know the positive numbers, and this side that we have the negative numbers, and to this direction the value is increasing, right? Value increasing to this direction. Okay. So then when you compare the numbers, it's obvious, right? If you have 2 and 1, 2 is bigger than 1. But if I take -2 and -1, which is bigger, -1 is bigger. When you compare the two numbers, keep this in your mind, children. Always the bigger one will be the right side one, right? When you compare, let's say, -1 and 0, 0 will be bigger. When you compare -3 and -1, -1 will be bigger, right? Why? -1 is towards to the right side. So always see that when you have the two numbers, that you compare it and which one is in the right side, that will be the bigger number. So then why it happens like that? Because the value is increasing to the right side corner, that when you are moving along from left to right. Okay, so then you can pause the video and copy down this, right? With this, you know that how you can identify the numbers on the number line and you compare the size of them. Then I will move to something that which you have done in grade 6, right? Just to recall you that what we want to learn out of this. If you have something like this, so positive 10 and positive 2, negative 10 and negative 2. When you have something like this, okay, so that becomes positive 12 and this becomes negative 12, right? So then how it works like this, if you have the same sign, right? If you have the sign, the same sign, it's like this. And the same sign, right? You add the numbers and use the common sign of the numbers. Here that you have positive, positive, the answer is also positive. negative, negative, the answer is also negative. But if you have something like this, positive 10, negative 2, or you have negative 10, positive 2. Now what we do? Then this become positive 8 and this become negative 8. How it works like that. So I will explain you. So when you have the different signs, right? Different signs, you get the difference of the numbers and use the sign of the higher digit, right? Something like this. Okay. So then this is something you want to recall that what we have done in grade 6 and 7. And you can pause the video and write down. So then the next thing you want to recall, I'm just that moving because you can pause the video and you can write down what I have written over there. So then if you have something like this, positive 10 multiplied by positive 2, negative 10 multiplied by negative 2, or positive 10 divided by positive 2, or negative 10 divided by negative 2, right? So then here it is positive 20 and positive 20, positive 5 and positive 5. What does this mean? That means when you multiply, what happened? Multiply and divide the numbers with the same signs. When you multiply that and divide the numbers with the same sign, always give you a positive answer, right? So that it always gives you a positive answer, right? Okay. So then the 10 times 220, we know that. But positive 10 times positive 2, it is positive 20. Negative 10 times negative 2, it is positive 20. Anything that if you multiply or divide the numbers with the same sign, it always gives you the positive answer. The same way, now let's say that I'll take another one. So then let's say you have something like this. Positive 10, you multiplied by negative 2, and negative 10, you multiply by positive 2, right? It gives you negative 20, it gives you negative 20. The same way, positive 10, you divide by negative 2, or negative 10, you divide by positive 2, it is negative 5, right? So then what is the reason here? That when you multiply divide numbers with the different signs, always gives you a negative answer, right? Always it gives you a negative, right, answer, right? So then these are the things you want to recall before moving with the, yeah, these are the things we want to recall. And the other thing, so then we will move to everything we have done earlier. I'm just revising because that if you have any chance, if you have missed the things, so then you can recall this. So then the next one. Right, let's say we have algebraic terms. When we have algebraic terms, right, algebraic terms, we do have two types. Like terms, unlike terms. Unlike terms, right? If you have 2x, 3x, they are like because they do have the same variable. If you have 2x and 2y, they are not like terms. Let's say you have 4ab and 3ba, still they are like. Why? This is that the 4 times a times b, and this one is 3 times b times a, the same thing, right? Therefore, they are like. But if you have, let's say, 4ab and 4ac, they are not like. Why? Here 4 is same, a is same, but the last letter, it is different. 4 times a times c. Let's say you have half x and 0.3x. Same. Maybe that the fraction and a decimal, it doesn't matter. We just look at the variable and see whether they are same. Or else, let's say you have half x and you have half y. The same fraction, but they are different. So then if the like terms you have, for an example, let's say you have 3x and 2x. What is the answer? It is 5x. If you have 3y, 5y, the answer is 8y. Let's say you have something like this, 2x, 5y plus 3x. How do you write the answer? 2x plus 3x plus 5y. So then 5x plus 5y, you can't add them more because that they are different, right? So then let's say that this is the example 1, 2, 3, and then I'll take another one, the fourth one. Let's say you have a 4x minus 3y plus 2x plus 6y. So then what I do, 4x plus 2x I write closer, and minus 3y minus 3y plus 6y, 4x plus 2x, 6x plus 3y. Right? So then we'll quickly double check whether we did it correctly. 5x plus 5y, 6x plus 3y. Yeah. So then these are the ways that where we can handle the like terms and the unlike terms. Let's say you have something like this. I want to explain you another example. Let's say you have 5 subtract negative 3. When you have two signs like this closer, so you want to multiply. Negative, negative, when you multiply, you know it is positive, no? So then you write 5 plus 3, it is 8. The same way, let's say you have 5 subtract positive 3, right? Negative and positivity is negative. So then here 5 subtract 3, it is 2. Right? Then the next one, let's say negative 5 subtract negative 3. Now, you don't look at this negative 5 first. First, we want to simplify this. So it is positive. Okay. And then you have negative 5, positive 3. The answer is negative 2. The same way, let's say you have negative 5, subtract positive 3. Then here that we have negative, then I rewrite the question negative 5, negative 3. The answer is negative 8. Right? So this is how it works. Right. So then let's see that what else we want to know. Yeah. So then up to this, you want to know. Then I will give you the homework sums to do. So these are the sums. First you want to do, you can just mark the homework sums. 13 here, the first one. Yeah, these ones. 13 to 21. All these questions, right? And then you want to do this part. Okay. And then you want to do, yeah. So that's all. So the next day I will explain the page 29 onwards. You want to do these two homework sums. Okay, children, we'll meet again with the next video. Until then, stay safe. So sorry about the delay of releasing a video. So then hereafter we will have the video series continuously like earlier. So you just want to maintain your theory book and the homework book as we did earlier. Okay, children, see you then. Bye.